Are women who don't need a man seen as intimidating or just uninterested?
Um, I don't know. I wouldn't say that they are intimidating. I don't think that they are intimidating at all. I think men read that as you don't have any space for me, so I'm gonna go find somebody else that does. Um, yeah, I don't think men read it as being intimidated by a woman. Is definitely along the lines of they feeling like they're not that that is not enough room for them to be the man in the relationship when you are n- um not trying to be interdependent. So see, I'm trying to
All
cut
right.
stuff down.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Hank, same question. Are women who don't need a man seen as intimidating or just uninterested?
No, I don't think they intimidate. I just think they want to be bulldaggers, and that's okay. If that's what you want to be, you don't want no man. You don't looking for a relationship. Then be what you want to be. Be free. Choose what you choose. The 1st of June, y'all be down there at the pride parades and the gathering and do your thing because it's obvious you don't want a man. And I think Aisha said, uh, Tracy Ross, I think she crossed over too. I don't think she really like men. I just think she's one who chose to be single because she's not really for being with a man. She wants to be a woman lover, and that's cool. So the agenda she trying to push, she trying to go the Ebony K. Williams route. You know, uh, get a baby, falsely inseminate, have a baby, be a single mother, baby mama by herself. Maybe link up with some other lady later, like Oprah did with Gail King. Um, yeah, I think that's what's about to happen. She's just pretty much telling her story, getting it out there for any of y'all eligible ladies who's ready for a relationship with a good, strong, independent woman. She's ready for you.
All right. Callie, do men truly want a confident woman or just one confident enough to not outshine them?
I think men want a confident woman. Men like that. They love looking at a woman that's like totally in love with herself, is feeling herself. Of course, not in a way where it's you're purposely trying to demean your partner, but I think most men they love a confident woman.
What about you, Viz? Do men truly want a confident woman or just one confident enough not to outshine them?
I love a confident woman. I damn near don't even want to approach you if you're not confident.
And why do you love a confident woman, Viz?
I'm a confident man, so for me to be with a woman that's not confident, it's gonna clash every time. Um, I like to walk into the room and people see and feel my presence. So when I walk in with my girl, my wife, she got to match it. So yeah, and and for every man, I'll say this too: for every man, that's going to look differently, right? The confidence will show differently. Some men uh, would perceive their woman to be confident because they can wear something skin tight, the chest boosted up, they got the whole you dig on. And for some men, that's what they perceive confidence to be. For other men, it could be in a different area. So that looks differently from man to man. But yeah, me personally, I love it.
I mean, the Bible warns against, self love that turns into pride and selfishness. Mark, mark this: there will be a terrible time in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves. 2 Timothy 3:1-2. This kind of self love is distorted, focused on ego and not on God's design. And I think there's a great example of that every single day. There's countless examples of that.
But I wouldn't say confidence is ego though. I think confidence is different than pride or ego.
Yeah, because
I could see how
your pride,
self-love
someone
is
being
pride.
so to the question, I think men want a confident woman. They just don't want one that's prideful. We don't want a woman whose ego is through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even sit and have a conversation with you because your pride is so heavy and entitled that I don't need a man. I can do this. I can do that. It's like, hey, I understand you can do all that. For you to even say that, in my opinion, says a lot. So I think is men aren't intimidated by it at all. Uh, it's just the pride and the ego. That's a turnoff.
The propaganda is crazy to me because nowadays women really think, I won't say women, I would say a lot of women really think that men are their worst enemy. They think that we don't want women to be lively. They think that we want women to just be these closed, quiet mice and shells just cut off. And that's not what most men in general want. Now you got some abusers out there that want that, but in general, most men don't want that. And I think the propaganda has came where women have been told that men are against you, men are going to attack you, men don't like you, men don't love you, and women are looking at men as almost like black people look at white people. They look at us as like women look at men as their oppressors. So we want a woman that's confident, and it's not about outshining us. We want a woman that's confident, and that's just gonna match us. That's most men. Most men want a woman that's confident, that's gonna match them, and that's just it's that simple. No man that's in his right mind wants a woman that's closed off and just look like she in a shell. If that's what he wants, he's most likely an abuser, and she shouldn't be with that man. Facts.
But can we say the same thing as the opposite for women too? Because I feel like just like there's that agenda being pushed that like most men don't like women, there's also this agenda being pushed that most women don't like men. I don't know about you ladies, but I have never met, not a single woman that I've met says, I don't like guys, F guys. Like,
okay, Callie. So I could understand you saying that. But I mean, I've watched this podcast called the Whatever Podcast. I don't mean to give them a shout out on your platform, JR, but they asked women collectively, would you rather be trapped in the woods with a man or a bear? And overwhelmingly, the woman I've with my own two eyes watched over 200 women on just this podcast say they would rather the bear.
they have never had an intellectual woman on that podcast. And if they
I mean,
have, it was
but
someone that like, because I've seen it come up on my.
But see, the thing is,
my
Callie,
thing.
we can't just say that they don't have intellectual people on there, because everybody in the world aren't intellectual people. They have some intellectual people on there. They have some intellectual women on there, and they just have some average women on there. And yes, they have some bimbos on there. But that's what the world is made up of collectively. You got some intellectual people, some average people, and some stupid people. So I've watched even the articulate ones say that they wanted a bear.
You gotta take into consideration too is that they're all going to be on code. You know, just how the women checked in before the show start. Y'all staying on code, lady? We staying on code.
Mhm.
KC, you know what I'm saying? So I've heard that as well, you know, and so we got to consider the group thing, but
even if
that's a whole other conversation though. But I'm with you. I'm with you on it.
But even if they don't mean it, they still put it out there. So
right.
I don't think men are just getting this from anywhere. I mean, I've tried to get a girl's number and she act like I was just dirty. Like I was like, oh my God, like she made me not even want to talk to another girl again in my life.